Mr. Terry McNeely.
What's going on, gentlemen? Yeah, I think you were like in Europe or some shit.
Yeah, probably.
Fucking Greece.
Yeah, Greece. The Greece.
The Greece.
Dude, they're fucking... The food over there is like unreal.
Yeah.
That in Italy.
I can imagine. Greek food's pretty good.
Even though I just went off on a whole rant of how I hate Italians.
Yeah. Oh, God. Italians are really rough.
Did
As like a people... Dude, like just being around them, you know?
They're so specific. Like,
Yeah.
like this is how I live, and like
Because they all have like these weird rules that like their Nona made.
Yeah.
And then like they take it, like, and it's like fucking...
Oh, the wives' tales? Like, don't put the shoes on the couch?
Yeah, it's the shit like that.
Don't put your shoes on the bed.
It's bad luck.
This is bad luck. That's bad luck.
They're like
know?
gypsies.
Yeah, basically. I've been watching the show The Bear on FX.
Good show.
It's a great show, but it's about an Italian family.
Yeah.
And it gives me anxiety.
Yeah. I couldn't
Like just watching them fucking yell over each other.
Yeah.
And like,
because growing up Irish is like, Irish people don't give a shit about anything. You know what I mean? Like they don't really.
yeah.
They're not on your ass about shit.
Yeah, we're
really.
ones to talk about things. We drink our calories.
Yeah,
basically.
And we wake up at
Yeah, we just
2
get.
o'clock in the afternoon to barely make a 3 o'clock podcast.
Yeah.
Even though I live across the street.
Yeah. The fuck? You're calling me out right now.
I live 40 minutes away. I was here 20 minutes ago. Hugh Murray lives right across the street. He just stumbled in here with a water.
Damn it! Gotta be somewhere at 3
Yo,
today.
listen, man. I'm fucking working
3
overnights.
p.m. I don't wake up early.
I'm working overnights. This is off schedule. I wake up later than everybody else because I got to work later than everybody else. You know, so I'm on a weird schedule.
What time do you get home from work?
Dude, sometimes like I'm there from like 2 p.m. to like 6 in the morning the next day.
Fuck.
You know.
Shit.
So-
Still at LaGuardia?
No. I'm working at a hospital in Queens.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not really revealing the names. I don't want anyone to get a hold of this podcast. Apparently,
You see any dead bodies yet?
no. The morgue is kind of like separate. Yeah.
I would have to, when I was working at hospitals, I'd have to, because I was like delivering like equipment.
Yeah.
So I'd have to come in through like the loading dock.
Yeah.
And sometimes they would just like throw the bodies in the back, just like.
No, really?
Yeah, like they would be on like a gurney.
Yeah.
But
they just let them chill there.
Yeah,
For a while.
just like like the sheet. Like not on the face. I'm
Oh
like, that's
my
just a
God.
fucking dead guy.
And leave him on the dock. The Sutter Brothers
Yeah.
funeral home. We gotta come pick him up in 20 minutes.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen much over there yet, you know, because we kind of work in the boiler room. You know? We kind of like separate from the hospital, but yeah, it's a good gig. It's a good job, man.
Yeah, you
know.
you get good jobs.
Yeah, it's a New York City gig, so like, you know, basically 25 years and I can retire.
Yeah.
Because I'll be at the retired age too. I'll be like 62.
Yeah.
You know, but
It's crazy. It's like, can you even retire at 62 anymore?
I think that's the age that you're allowed to.
You know what I want to do? If none of this pans out, I'm going to go to Puerto Rico and just overdose. And then that's going to be my exit plan. That's pretty cool, right?
That's a good one.
That's pretty rad.
Most
Yeah.
people want to go to like an island and be a bartender.
Yeah.
You just want to overdose.
Yeah, I'll go there. I'll overdose on a raft, and then like that'll be it. If none of this pans out, then I'll start doing drugs again.
Yeah.
And then that's
And then Buteric can have a fundraiser show for you.
yeah.
Yeah.
And make himself the headliner.
Butera will be like 83.
Yeah, dude. I that was always my dream job. I almost said like fuck it, and I was just gonna move to an island and be a bartender and just be like, that's it. Like hopefully like work on.
You watch Cocktail?
Yeah. Is that with Tom Hanks?
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. I've never seen that, but that was kind of yeah. I was gonna go almost like more Nick Cage leaving Las Vegas.
Yeah.
But you know, like I really thought about that for a while. You know.
There was a guy in Greece, actually. He was like American guy, I think he was from like Ohio or something like that. He started his own bar in Greece, and he just sells Buds and Bud Lights, and he just makes a killing. That's all he does.
Really?
Yeah, and he was like, I just hated living in the States. Now I'm here doing this.
I'm sure it's awesome.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like the economy in Greece is awful.
Yeah, but they're having a good time.
Yeah,
They're having a good time.
That's true.
You guys talk about Italy and Greece before.
Yeah.
I went to Ireland. You can't eat there.
No.
Oh, really? Food's terrible?
No, it's insane. There's no food.
Really?
Like they just drink all day long.
That's it?
I was in Dublin, and
There's no restaurants?
Me and my ex was in Dublin, and we went to an Indian restaurant. So I had chicken vindaloo in Dublin,
What the?
and then the whole rest of the week it was Johnny Rockets.
Oh shit.
Because every time you walked into a bar, you sit down.
Yeah.
Like we get a shot of Jameson and a Guinness, and you have a menu. Like, oh, we stopped serving food. It's 45 minutes ago.
No.
Oh,
I'm like, when do you serve food? Oh, from 3 to 3:15. That's it. And you just have to drink the whole rest of the night away.
Jesus.
It's insanity.
Yeah.
We could. I'm like, I just want to eat. I mean, they're really nice there. There was like the owner of the Airbnb. I go, do you guys have like cabs or Ubers and stuff? As I see this Galway was like it's like the Irish Hamptons. It's like bars, bars, all on the water.
Yeah.
So the guy goes, no, I'll fucking drive you. So the guy, he was like we would just call him. And I'm like, yeah, I want to go to the other bar now. And he would come down the hill, drive us to the other bar.
Oh,
If
that's
they weren't
shit.
walkable.
That sounds
Like,
nice, man.
very overly nice, but you have to like eat before you go there. I was there for 8 days. I think I lost 12 pounds.
I wanted to go to Ireland, but like now I'm not drinking as much. I feel like it's not the place to go.
Yeah, no, they just, you
You
drink
know.
from.
It's like what am I gonna go see a fucking cathedral?
Yeah. I hate that when you're on a trip and someone's like, you want to go see like the art museum? Like, fucking no. I don't. I don't want to see art. I
I
don't
hate when
care.
you're on vacation and you see these douches still go to the gym.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
on vacation.
Yeah, be a slob.
Cottage cheese and egg whites and tomatoes, and I'm gonna go hit the gym for an hour. You're on vacation, douche. Float on a raft and get drunk.
Yeah, be a slob.
Yeah.
Be a slob.
God.
It's like, your break. You know?
Yeah.
Like, why do you got to
It's a
be
vacation from your awful
running
life.
on the treadmill?
And you're bringing your off. Like, that's the same thing when people bring kids on a vacation.
No.
You're just
yeah,
bringing
dude.
your noisy, unappreciative little shits to a warmer client.
Yeah.
So they can
literally.
hate you because you didn't buy them the new iPhone 15.
I
God, my friends that have
dude.
teenagers, I don't know how they do it. I just
Yeah,
see them on Facebook
I
and
went
I'd shit my
to
head.
last summer. I went to Aruba with my girlfriend and her family, and she brought the kids.
I
And-
went 2 years ago to Aruba. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was beautiful, but like I was pushing a stroller the entire time. I was like, when do I get to chill out a little bit?
I love how you like
You can
want.
just say, no. You push the stroller.
Oh,
I'm getting a drink.
She'll
It's Aruba.
she'll stab him.
Yeah, yeah.
She'll stab. We gotta have her on.
Yeah, she wants to come on.
We gotta have her. We talk about it all the time. How we're afraid of
Yeah,
her.
You know what I screwed up when I was in Aruba? Because, when you have the duty-free thing
Yeah.
at the
Oh,
airport.
yeah.
So when we landed in Aruba, I go, oh, my God. I see, like, this whole thing. And it's just, like, cigarettes and alcohol. I'm like,
Right.
That's you.
This is my mecca. So I walked in there. I saw a Jim Beam. Jim Beam bottle usually here is like $28, $30.
Yeah.
It was there. It was like 12. So I grab it, bring it, and 2 cartons. I was
Yeah.
like smuggling. I was like hiding cartons of my ex's, tons of cartons of cigarettes.
Right.
And I go back to the thing and not realizing we have like the all-inclusive bracelet. I didn't need to buy the Jim Beam because you walk 8 minutes. I mean, 8
yeah.
steps out where you're staying, and there's
Yeah.
a bar right there. You just walk up and go Jim Beam in the rocks.
Oh, really?
That's all you got to do.
Dude.
So I ended up. I never even
Yeah.
opened the bottle. I left it there as a tip for the person to clean the room.
Yeah.
I couldn't get it back on the plane. It's liquid.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. You can't take that shit home.
Going on the road with Terry is you check in the hotel, liquor store. That's going on the road with Terry is fun.
Yes, it is fun.
Because
It is a
5
good
minutes
time.
before I get to the hotel, I'm like, I know, I can see it. It's up there now. So I write liquor. Oh, yeah.
liquor near
Right
me.
there.
Yeah. Yeah, I hit the duty free shop, I bought like a fucking carton, but like they were like parliaments, but they really weren't,
The packaging's different.
Yeah, it was weird. It was like
I brought as many as I could home, and so I was like, I walk into a bar or a comedy club, and someone goes, "What the hell are those?" I'm like, "Oh, they're Aruba parliaments."
yeah.
They're like, "Really?" I'm like,
Yeah,
"Yeah, I only got 1 carton left. I got to
Dude.
conserve."
Dude, I was smoking them, but I would smoke them in like 30 seconds. They would just burn so fast. They were like I don't know, like poorly made or something.
Dude, I hit the ground running hard with these fucking things. Zins,
Oh, the Zins?
The Zins, dude.
Everybody's on the Zins.
Yeah, I like tried it once and I was like immediately.
That's to stop smoking. I think I had I think I brought that for the plane, and I ended up going back through security and just smoking.
Yeah.
Smoking through security, just like.
Yeah, I did one of the Zins the other day at work, and I did the 6 milligram, which, dude, I was like lightheaded as fuck.
These are the 6. I put 2 in before, I almost crashed my car.
Do they make you feel like you're on fat burners? Like you ever take back in the day, took a stack or 2?
Yeah,
And then you lay on your bed and you're like hallucinating. I'm like, what is this?
Dude, we used to drink those before football games.
It's like meth.
That's how Anna Nicole Smith died, right?
Really?
Oh, really?
I think she was like one of the spokesperson, and then she was like, "Oh, it's the best," and then she died.
Yeah, dude, we used to drink those and like wash it down with like a Red Bull before a football game. We'd come out flying, and we would be like the best first half football team in the county, and then we would just crash and get smoked in the second half.
You think that would kill a man in his 70s?
Maybe it could.
It could.
I mean, like, dude, it was like pure
Depends on
ephedra.
the condition of their heart.
Yeah.
The fat burners, they go big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's another thing I was taking when I was like 21. It like melted weight off you. It was Oxy Elite, and it's like they took out the main ingredient because it was just like, we can't be giving this to people.
Right.
But dude, it was insane.
Dude, a lot of like the old fat burners used to work really good, and like I feel like none of them today work. You know, it's because they kept running out of like illegal shit to put in them to actually make them work.
Just give me the good shit. Like, that's why I'm here.
I know.
All right, I'm not trying to live till 80.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't want to live till.
Dude,
80.
I feel like it's like a bad time. You know, when you're that
'cause
old.
80 to 90, those years aren't good years.
Nah,
Those
you're
you're like in the way.
pissing yourself.
In the way.
You're just in the way. Get this
Yeah.
fucking guy out of the way, dude.
You just like putter around in slippers all day.
In a robe.
Yeah.
Just like what
Getting rid of those people.
you know what I've never seen. I've never
80-year-old burden, smell like kasha. Get away.
Exactly.
Yeah, see,
and like you whatever kids or relatives you still have alive are like taking care of you.
Yeah.
It's like they hate you.
See, that's
secretly.
That's why I'm gonna remove myself. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go to Puerto Rico, start doing drugs again, and then I'll be at everyone's hair.
That's probably a good idea.
Right? It's a good idea. Because like I'm
Grandpa went to fucking Barbados. He's not coming back.
dude. You know what I've never seen a tall old person. I've never seen a tall old person.
It's because they shrink.
Yeah,
and their
but-
posture goes down like that.
Dude.
Yeah, but tall people
their
die.
Head, like their head's a foot in front of their body. Like they show up someplace, the head's early and the body's late.
Yeah.
'Cause they're-
They look like a question mark. Yeah. Yeah, but tall people die early, man.
Shit.
Right? That's like a thing, like the tallest man in the world
yeah,
or whatever.
Robert Waldo, whatever.
Something.
He died in like his 50s.
Yeah.
Early 50s.
He was what, like 8'1"?
It's 9 something, I think.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
They had him
like-
standing next to a normal person. It looked like
How big do you think his cock
it looked
is?
like Roach standing next to Mario Bosco.
Yeah, I always wondered if it's like proportional with like the dick size.
It probably looks like a blimp. It's just like
Well, if you watch midget porn, they have regular sized dicks, so they look huge.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they'll still have a 7-8 incher on them.
Yeah.
Dude.
Even though they're all shrunken and weird.
8. That's a big cock, though.
Yeah, that's like the size of their arm.
Especially on midgets. It's like when they put the rack of ribs on the top of the Flintstones car.
Fucking a midget. Would you fuck a midget?
I would. Dan Barry fucked a midget.
Really?
Yeah.
They got fat asses.
Dan Barry, he tells a great story about the time he fucked a midget on stage.
Really?
Yeah.
Where do you meet her?
I don't know. It might have been like a wrestling thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the wrestling world.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of weird people. In
I
there.
feel. I feel like I've never. They don't even. Where do they hang out? I've never seen one at a bar.
Yeah. Not unless they were getting like thrown against the wall
Yeah.
wearing like Velcro.
Yeah, or get thrown down a slip and slide at a bachelor party.
Woo, 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 woo. Jesus
My
Christ.
buddy Scott used to say, we saw one at the mall once, and he goes, and I go, what? He goes, midgets. They're fun to look at and kick.
Jesus Christ. I'd probably have sex with a midget. It would probably look like chalk in a pool cue. You know what I mean? Like, not now. I'm in here having goofball sex.
I'm in here fulfilling one of my bucket lists. Get out of here.
Goofball.
my
Dude,
god.
I feel like you would be like, you would like look down and you'd be like, yeah, dude, I'm like fucking punishing this chick. Like, yeah, you fucking take this human dick. Like,
human, they're not human. You take this human dick because you're not human.
me,
That's nice.
me, big strong American man.
You wear a Santa outfit. You make them wear an elf outfit.
Like Santa fucking his elf.
Real role playing shit.
yeah, you weren't making those toys.
You're
Now
bad.
you got to answer to Daddy Santa.
You little ho.
Yeah, ho ho hos.
Oh my god, dude. Jeez, yeah, we don't. We gotta get some midget friends.
Yeah, dude. I'm sure there's some in like in comedy, right? There's got to
yeah.
be.
Yeah.
I mean, what's like a
What's
Brad
his name?
Williams?
Yeah, Brad.
Not Williams.
But
Is it
he's like,
Williams?
Yeah.
he's like too famous to come on. Our
Yeah. And especially if he heard
He will
this,
be when he sees this episode.
yeah.
after he heard, I was gonna say after he heard this episode, he'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather not.
Our cameraman, he's not here today. Beezy. So he puts this, because they want to see his resume. He's like,
Yeah,
submitting the
yeah.
jobs. And they go, what have you done? Like, what's your body of work? He's like, oh, I'm the cameraman on a Treading Water podcast. They're like, oh, we'll give it a listen. He's like, nah, you don't have to do that. Nah, don't listen to it.
Ah, man. I feel like we do a good job as a podcast.
We do. It's fun. We talk
You know.
shit.
But like this is a problem with like the boomers. You know, they just have that mentality like, look at these guys, they're just disrespecting things on
Yeah.
the show. We're not gonna hire their cameraman.
Yeah,
you
but-
know, like
Yeah, but it's like, dude, you say the N word. So what are you talking
I
about?
know, like
what do
you just like you have like a little spot in your office where you go and say the N word,
Yeah.
where no one can hear you.
But we're not gonna hire you.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. It's like that old school mentality, like, oh, look at this guy he's showing up to his job interview. He's got a beard.
Yeah, like,
You
well,
know?
why? I'm still gonna do the job.
Yeah, he's got a tattoo showing.
The
You know,
tattoos, I
like
don't know.
it's just I can't stand that mentality anymore. It's just like, yeah, there's fucking people that are just like gender swapping and they got like bright pink hair.
Yeah.
And it's like you got to hire those people. You know, like they're qualified.
What if they're a good worker?
Exactly. Like you won't know. But it's just like, oh, you know, he's got a little neck tattoo peeking out of his collar.
Like hire him, and if he sucks, then fire him.
Yeah, that's it. You know, you
That's-
gotta try some people out because like you know people have tattoos these days.
Yeah, that's
you know,
just what
back
it
when they
is.
were kids, the people with tattoos were like the heroin addicts.
Dude, my mom saw all
The
my
bikers and the ruffians.
Yeah,
the derelicts.
yeah, that's it. They were like you know Hunter S. Thompson's
Meanwhile,
crew.
you ever meet a biker? Most of them are the most amazingly nice people
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
ever meet. in
Yeah,
your life.
they're really chill. That
And
like
the biggest scumbags are the ones that have the suits and
Yeah.
they're judging them.
Yeah, pretty much.
that and like metalheads. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
these guys are crazy. They're like the chillest fucking people
Yeah.
in the world. It's insane. It's crazy.
Yeah, and the Satanists, they're like you know Boy Scouts.
The good guys, those Satanists. That's another part. I've never met that. I never met my friend. I think he married her. Her brother was a Satanist.
Yeah.
And then so my friend had to go to like his wedding. And I was like, "What's a Satan wedding like?"
Oh, that's probably pretty cool.
Yeah, there was like it was in a field, and I think they had like black flags like flying everywhere. It was
Really?
like it looked like a
They like sacrifice like a lamb.
yeah, sacrifice the father.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I knew one Satanist. He used to do comedy. He's like out in Jersey now. He's like he makes like porn. This guy Dave Harris.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah. Terry knows him.
Yeah, he's got
no fingernails.
Yeah, he's got a thing like a diploma on his wall in his apartment. So
Yeah, he's like
minister in the Church of
a
Satan.
magister.
Really?
Yeah.
He used to have a podcast like this before podcasts exist
Yeah.
called Hate Speech.
Yeah, hate speech. I was on that hate speech radio when I was like first
It
starting
was
out.
because he lived in Lindenhurst at first, and then he moved to Brooklyn. So there
Brooklyn,
was a pain in the ass to go to
yeah.
the show, but it was still like crazy. You go in there, there's like tanks with snakes and shit everywhere, and
Yeah.
lizards, and they used to
Shit.
invite me and Angry Bob on together so we could argue politically.
Oh, Angry
They
Bob.
would
Remember
do it,
that?
They would do it on
fucking
purpose
guy.
because they knew we would end up we would scream at each other on top of our lungs.
Yeah, I remember Angry Bob. Holy shit. That's a blast from the past. He
Yeah.
like
The
he had
Lindenhurst shows were really funny because it was almost like kind
He-
of
he always wore a-
Anthony-esque.
Yeah.
Like they had a girl go in there one time. We were like smearing something with cake icing on her asshole or something. They're like, Terry, hold the boom. You have to mic her ass. Oh, she was gonna fart.
She was gonna fart with cake
on it.
icing?
Something crazy like that.
Yeah.
Do it for Satan.
And
Satan
I'm
would
like,
love
this
this.
is kind of like,
Yeah.
like Opie and Anthony, all those stunts they used to do in the
Yeah.
in the
Dave
studio.
and Heather Height. They used
Yeah.
to be like big.
His name
in
used
the-
to go on Opie and Anthony. Both of them.
Yeah, they used to be big in the comedy scene back in the day, and Dave got on Opie and Anthony because he showed him that he didn't have any fingernails.
Oh
It
shit.
was just like skin, like it was like disgusting. They were like he goes on and they're just like ew. It's like his idols, like and they're just
You're
like
gross.
you're disgusting.
Don't shake my hand, you.
Yeah.
Your fingernails.
Yeah, that's Anthony said something like that. I was fucking dying. But yeah, they're good. They're actually good people.
How do you get your?
And they like they got out of comedy. I think they live in Jersey now, and all they do is like make fetish porn.
Really?
Yeah, like a lot of like dressed up in leather, and like you get beaten with a whip or whatever.
That's what that was like that show Peter Payne that Jay
Oh
Nog ran.
yeah.
And
I,
then if you-
I was
yeah.
on that.
Yeah, I was on it
Oh,
4
you're
times.
spanked by the dominatrix.
Yeah,
They have like a wheel, and there's all these like tantric sex tortures. And if you get pain, then they spin the wheel. Whatever. I got flogged. I got hot waxed. I'd take my shirt off and just like be berated by the crowd, like you look fucking shit. Something like that.
Yeah. Oh, so you got pain like every time.
Every time.
Oh my God.
2 times I definitely deserved it because I
Yeah.
bombed, and then like I came back another 2 times. I was better, and I did really well.
Right.
But the crowd was like, nah, fuck this kid.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I went down with Keegan and we did that show, and I went up and I did really well. I got paid, and then I think Keegan followed me or something. He fucking got paid, and then like we had the crowd hot.
Yeah.
So then like the next like 2 or 3 comics fucking got paid as well.
Yeah.
And then J Nog was like freaking out because he's losing all his money.
Yeah.
So he like went up and like yelled at the audience. He's like, "Do you know this show is funnier when they get fucking pain? You guys are just voting for everyone to get money because you're the nice people."
I'm done with this
Yeah,
fucking
and then
show.
like the rest of the people just got fucking pain for the rest
Yeah.
of the show. He had to like turn the audience on the comics.
I've seen Jay in a while.
Yeah, I did a show with him maybe last winter, like a Keegan and Friends.
One of those Peter Payne shows, Shane Gillis was on it. And I remember I asked him, I was like, dude, how do you like even get paid in this thing? And he's like, hey, you gotta be chill, you know? And I'm like,
Yeah.
and I was only like a year in. I think he was like 6.
Oh wow.
And so I was like, yeah, but that works for you. It doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know what I was doing.
Right. I've never met him yet. Like, he's one of the ones that I want to meet.
I swear I've chilled with him in Albany. I
Really?
I could have sworn. Cause like when he started getting famous, I was like, I feel like I know this fucking guy.
Like who?
He's been here.
He's been here?
Yeah, he's been in here.
Wow.
Carabas was in here once, and he came in, and Carabas introduced him to Mario, and she goes,
Oh, no.
how is it possible you like Michael Jackson and all the children he fucked?" It's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Dude, what did Mario
my
say? Did he just like
God.
stand there?
I don't know, but
Fuck
Carabas told me
you.
the story, and I was crying.
That's
There's
hilarious.
video of that on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, him saying it?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's perfect. Like, who do you think's like the coolest fucking comedian that like
He's probably
you
up.
met? Like,
I mean, he's probably up there.
yeah.
Yeah, he's up there. Tony Rock is really cool.
Tony Rock?
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's what he said, Tony Walker.
I
Tony Walker.
love hanging out with
Yeah,
like when I do
Tony
shit with,
Walker.
like a show once in a while with Voss. He's a fucking
Rich
hilarious.
Voss,
hang
Yeah,
out.
I could see you and Voss getting.
Oh
Dude,
my god, man.
Every time I tried to shake Rich Voss's hand, he just looks annoyed with me.
Yeah, well, that's
He's just like,
I was
who
doing
the
the broker.
fuck
I was
are
doing
you?
the brokerage with him, and he pulls his car right up front, and he jingles his keys. He goes, "Yeah, you want to go sit in the real headliner's car?"
Fucking asshole.
The best story ever was First of all, outside here, Winchell walks up to him once. He was in the big room, and I was running the Giggle. And Winchell walks over to him, and he goes, "Hey, Mr. Voss, man, big fan of this." And he goes, "How long have you been doing comedy?" He's like, 3 years, 4 years. And he goes, he takes out a 5. He goes, "Go get me a cup of coffee." So he did that to Winchell out here. And then we were at the brokerage, and he did it to Fat J.
Oh, God.
Hilarious. The same thing.
Hilarious.
It's like his go-to. And then I'm outside smoking, so Voss is out there going who are these guys by the bar? I'm like, they're other comics. He goes, "Don't tell me they're doing fucking guest spots." He hates guest spots.
Yeah.
So
just draws the
Perillo's
show
just
out,
hanging out there.
Right.
Oh, no.
Okay. So then I'm outside with a cigarette. I always take one cigarette and a lighter outside to smoke. I leave the pack on the bar so grubs. I can't give extra cigarettes to grubs.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's a good move.
But it's him. I didn't know him, so he goes, "Hey man, you got a cigarette?" Perillo.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, "They're on the bar." He's like, "Okay." He comes back out. He goes, "I need a light." So let it up, and Voss goes, "Who are you? Are you a guest spot tonight?" He goes, No, I'm doing a private gig in somebody's backyard in Seaford over here." And Voss goes, "A seance?"
He was probably like,
So quick.
dude, he's
So
fucking
quick.
he's fucking quick as shit.
Yeah.
I met Chappelle too in
Yeah.
in Ohio. It was very brief. That was like the town he lives in.
Yeah, I was gonna say he lives
So
there.
we go there, and I bought this thing.
Oh shit.
The logo.
Yeah.
In his shop, and then a shirt. And I'm walking back, and Mike Merck is in like a little grocery place. So I'm texting him, I'm like, "Where are you? We separated. I can't find you. I want to get in the car and get out of here." So we had a show that night. And then I'm walking, and then he just pops out from around the corner. He's got a coffee and a cigarette, and this Chappelle is big as shit.
Yeah.
Oh, is he really tall?
Really tall.
I wouldn't
And
have thought
now
that.
he's like filled out.
Yeah.
He's jacked.
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Oh shit." So he goes, "What's up, man?" He gives me the elbow. It was like 2 years ago. And then he sees my shirt. It says Funny Stop Comedy Club. He's like, "Oh, what's the Funny Stop?" I go, "It's in Akron. But we did Wiley's last weekend in Dayton." He goes, "Yeah, I bought that building. I own the building that Wiley's Comedy Club is in." He's just buying up real estate out there like crazy in the Midwest.
Shit.
Yeah, he's just gonna.
And now he's
own
starting
Ohio.
a scene in Yellow Springs, Ohio, the town he lives in. He bought the old fire department building. It's like an old
shit.
firehouse because they built a new firehouse. And he bought it and he just put that logo on the top. He just does pop-up shows there.
Wow.
Like
Really?
he'll just go on Twitter or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And be like, "Show tomorrow 7 p.m. Boom, sold out in like 6 minutes.
That's
100
insane.
seats.
Yeah.
So it's like an intimate thing. I think it's like twice the size of the Giggle.
Wasn't he doing like over
Small place.
pandemic? He was just like doing comedy and like
Pop-up shows
in
on a farm.
yeah, or like
Yeah.
in a park.
My buddy Wyatt from out there, he got on a couple of them. So
Shit.
he got to know like Sherrod pretty good. And all that
Oh
kind of
wow.
stuff.
Shit.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
man.
Sherrod Small.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
Yeah.
so this guy was like a beginner, and he popped on there. Now he's like featured for all these famous friggin' guys out there, and
Fuck.
Yeah.
Funny
that's-
Bone and improv, and yeah.
Yeah, Chappelle can do. I mean, like whatever he wants to do.
Yeah. At this point, yeah.
Because that show like took over the world for
Oh,
like
yeah.
4 years.
Yeah. Well, it was 2 seasons, right?
There's
Three.
a lost season too.
A lost
But
season.
he filmed the sketches ahead of time,
Yeah.
and then he like freaked out and went to Africa. So
Right.
Charlie and what's his name? Guy who plays Ashley Larry. He had the
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Donnell
Donnell
Rawlings.
Rawlings.
Yeah. Fuck.
Damn, dude.
I wish I could just do anything.
Yeah, I wish
Have
I wish
you
I was in
know?
a position where I could just say, "I don't want 100 million. I'm going to some
Yeah.
other continent."
I know.
For 10 years, for 10 or a decade, and then
Yeah.
comes back and like, yeah, I'm ready to rule the world again.
I would just
And
like
then
to sell out a fucking room. You know, like that's all I want to do.
once.
Yeah.
I would just like to have the people that are coming to the Giggle Room this Friday buy tickets before Friday afternoon.
Yes.
That would
Hear
be
that?
nice.
Yeah.
So this
that
is
would
going to
be
get
nice.
Nice
posted
once in a
today.
while.
This is going
The
to get posted
Procrastination
today.
Nation, they wait till the afternoon of the show, and then they go, "All right, there's nothing else to do. Let's go see Hugh Murray tell dick jokes."
Yeah,
Right.
it's
They
like
just wait and wait and wait. It's
I know.
infuriating. I have
Last
shows in July in Virginia that are sold out 2 weeks ago.
Really?
Dude.
300 seats sold out already.
But yeah, I'm
Florida,
Long Island.
I'm already
yeah.
filled half the room in the side splitters in Tampa, and I'm going there in July.
Right.
Why can't the people in Long Island ever buy their tickets?
Dude, they're
before the
really
That's just-
show?
that's just like a New York
We're
thing.
so busy.
Yeah.
Like we're in our
That's
30s.
why they don't go to clubs in the summer. They want to go up to like Port Washington and Port Jefferson and Patchogue.
Yeah.
They want to drink at a bar that's on the water and stare at boats they can't afford.
Yeah.
It's like
That's exactly what
we're in
they
our
do.
30s and 40s. You don't have plans.
Right.
What
No, you
plans
don't.
do you have?
Or
really
they do
don't.
this thing. This is why it's like a nightmare trying to date a single mother. Like you're like, hey, want to go out for this Friday night? Oh, you need to tell me like 3 months ago. I need 3 months to get a babysitter.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, forget it. I'm done.
I can't.
So so it's like when I hang out with my buddies. Hey man, you can call me up and go, Terry, we're going to the bar. I'm like, I'll be there in 8 minutes.
Yeah.
You see me pull right up.
Yeah.
You ask one of your buddies that's married with kids, hey man, you want to go to the bar? Oh, dude, you should have told me in
October.
February. You know,
It's tough.
3 months to find a babysitter so I can go drink at Houlihan's for.
Dude,
an hour.
I've been trying to get like my best friend. We haven't seen each other in like a year.
Yeah.
Because he's got like 3 kids, you know? And it's like he's canceled like all the time.
It's infuriating. Yeah.
He was supposed to bring like his wife out to one of the comedy shows, and then like, you know, because he still hasn't met my girlfriend that I've been dating for 16 months, you know,
Yeah.
like, and it's
16 months. He couldn't find
yeah.
an hour of his life in 16
Dude.
months.
Dude, so I set something, I gave him a month's notice. And then I was like, finally, yo, like he said he put it in his calendar. He fucking,
Let me guess.
I texted him day
afternoon,
of.
My kid's sick. I love people like,
well-
oh, the kid got sick. What are you, a doctor?
I-
Leave him home with your wife.
He's
I
sick.
texted him day of, and he goes, yo, dude, I'm sorry. I totally forgot. Because we booked it a month out.
But he
Like, I
doesn't
forgot.
forget. He doesn't forget Carter and Logan's soccer practice on Tuesday.
I
right?
know, dude. It's
Like,
been
like,
so
their priorities
frustrating.
Just go to like just fun to just
Like-
no fun.
And not
Yeah.
even like a good soccer game, like a little kid's soccer game.
Yeah, those are a
I can see it
drain,
coming up
dude.
the pipe. You're gonna get married soon. Once you have kids, I'm blocking you.
Yeah. Fucking no, I went to my sister's got kids. I went to my nephew's soccer game. He cried the entire time. Didn't play a minute. I waited about 45 minutes. I'm like, I'm going home.
Have to put him in for a couple minutes. Isn't that the rules now?
He
Everyone
wouldn't
plays.
go on.
Everyone's a winner and everyone plays.
He was literally standing on my sister's foot, hugging her leg, like, I don't want to go in, like scream crying. And I'm just like, why am I here?
My brother and
Yeah.
my brother especially, he's a coach. He puts his kids in too many activities.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're in
yeah.
basketball, then spring league, and then summer league. And there's people like major events and holidays. Well, we
Yeah.
can't make it because we got to go to basketball practice. Who's the basketball practice on Christmas Eve? What kind of an animal holds Christmas Eve basketball practice?
Yeah, that's
For
insane.
kids.
It's infuriating. Like, let them have a summer. You have a pool. Let them
Yeah.
chill out. Like,
Yeah.
now we're here and a badminton and
Dude, that was me as a kid, though. Like, you know, I was either like every
that's
summer.
why you see me do how much I hate sports because
Yeah.
I had shoved up my ass my entire life.
I know,
Yeah.
dude. Every summer I was doing like football camps, lacrosse camps, you know, like
That's them.
sleepaway camps.
That's
And then
them.
it's
Yeah.
like,
Winter league, summer league, spring league, the regular season,
and then it's like you get a week off in August and you go back to school.
and then the kids will
I'm
play
like,
for
what
the,
fuck?
for the school, but they'll also be in like SIAG or
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
side thing, and they're like, oh yeah, we have a practice here, then we got to run over and change uniforms in the car to go do a game in this one. I'm like,
Yeah, I don't.
just let them have a summer.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. I
Let
don't
them
got.
chill out.
I don't got that.
There was-
You're taking that like, putting kids in extracurricular activity, keeps them off drugs, taking that way too far.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it doesn't
Way
even
too far.
work.
No, it doesn't.
Right here.
You literally end up being your child's Uber driver
Yeah.
Yeah.
around the calendar, around the year.
Fuck that.
Dude, there was one year I did baseball and lacrosse in the same year, and I was leaving like baseball practice to go to lacrosse games and lacrosse practice to go to baseball games, and it was just like every single day I had fucking sports,
It's.
and then I did heroin in my 20s. Doesn't work.
See that, boys, ladies and gentlemen? Don't put your kids in lacrosse. It leads to heroin.
Yeah, yeah, and jobs at Abercrombie.
Because you work so hard, then you're like, you know what? Yeah, I'll do drugs.
Yeah, you know, I deserve this.
Yeah,
I
I-
deserve to relax.
That's where the deserve comes in.
Yeah.
The reward.
Yeah.
I would chew on a bullet if I had to think about ever just like not having Like, it's great now, man. You just lay on my couch.
Yeah, it's sick.
I watch fucking old Sopranos episodes.
Yeah.
Oh, you probably do that. You
I
probably
do.
just
I
fucking
do.
start from the beginning.
Right from the beginning. I just finished it again. Starting right as soon as I get home tonight. I'm gonna make some chicken cutlets. Say about 5 o'clock. Twisted tea. I'm just gonna keep pouring it into a pint glass with ice. So I just start drinking while I'm eating dinner.
Yeah, it's.
And I just chill out and I go, all right.
Yeah.
Like tomorrow I have to get up to drive my ex-landlord to the airport for the favor, but
Yeah.
I'd be going home at 4. I would go to sleep at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of do that
I'd
shit.
take a nap whenever the fuck I feel like it.
You get home from work, you don't have to do
I
anything.
don't have to drive there.
Like, I don't have a show tonight.
Practice and make believe I like the coach and
Yeah,
make
I don't.
small talk. And, oh my god, it's
Yeah.
exhausting.
I see it.
Exhausting being a real human being. So that's why I refuse to do it.
Yeah.
It is. I'll do the bare minimum. Like, what do I need to do? Other than that, I'm not doing any more.
That was me in high school also.
What do I need to do to get the things that I want? And then that's it. Like, I'm not doing
in
any
high
more.
school, 12th grade. I go into my guidance counselor. I go, what do I need to graduate? And he goes, well, you never went to English last year, so you need English 11, English 12, gym, and one other thing. I go, okay, so let's cut out period 1 and 2. We'll start on 3, and we'll cut out the 8 and 7. All right, so I go to school from 3rd period to 7th period, and then I'm out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
that's
go in late.
perfect,
I
dude.
go out early. No parking problems. I drove my own car.
Yeah. Or like a home.
Greatest thing
I always
ever.
hated
They're
homework
like, well,
too.
you should do this. The electives look good in your college. I go, who gives a shit?
Yeah, I don't
dude.
fucking.
I'm
Fuck
going
that.
to
That was all
I'm going to Suffolk
bullshit.
Community for criminal justice to become a cop anyway, which
Yeah.
that didn't work out because I got arrested 5 times that year. So, yeah.
What'd you get arrested for? I know one.
Dewey, menacing, assault. And I think another one was like an aggravated menacing kind of thing. It was like you know, when your girlfriend's mad at you, and she calls you from Napper Tandies, and just to get under your skin, saying, "I'm with that guy Jimmy that you don't like."
No.
I'm gonna fuck his brains out tonight.
She said that, dude.
Yeah, make sure you say this on the phone to her. You don't call back and leave a message about how you're gonna come up there and stab them both in the fucking neck with a protractor. Because that's menacing.
You left that on their fucking answering
On her
machine?
messaging, yeah. And if I didn't, there'd be no evidence, and I never would have got it. And then all of a sudden, like I got court ordered AA,
Oh, God,
and
yeah.
then like I was at the Holtzville Ecology site, bleaching the chickens' cages, and scraping the
sucks.
chicken
That
shit
sucks.
off the.
So what? So you leave this
I had
message.
there was a bear there, so I had to lug like a 14-pound bluefish over the fence and feed the bear.
Holy
It's
shit.
actually pretty fun.
So you leave this message. You hang up, and then what? You wake up the next morning.
I
and
was drunk, and she knew I couldn't, because there was no Ubers back then.
Yeah.
It was like cab days, like Lindy's cabs days.
Right.
So she knew I was drunk. She knew I wasn't going to drive up there, because I'm like,
Yeah.
you can't go near Smithtown. You have a sip of wine, you get in a D-Wee. The cops drop out of the trees.
It's
Jeez.
crazy,
You can't
yeah.
go near Smithtown. Patchogue even worse.
Yeah. I've
Like
seen
anytime
that.
someone goes to go to Patchogue, it's Uber. I don't drive near Patchogue.
No way, dude.
I got pulled over watching Gallo's son play in a band in the Brick House Brewery one night. And thank God I only had like 277s. The guy, he made me do the walk.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, it's not even a show. It's not even a night of drink. I just went there to like
Yeah,
support my buddy's son.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden
Oh,
I'm
my
like sitting there
God.
touching my nose on South Ocean Avenue.
See, that'd be a cool son if your son was in a band. Then it'd be like, all right, this is pretty.
Yeah,
sick.
yeah, he was a good musician. Well, he
Yeah.
probably still is. But I'm saying, like, I went to see the band, and I'm like, I probably had like a 7.7 or 2. Thank God, I probably waited like an hour, and all of a sudden, as soon as you go on South Ocean, boop, I'm like,
Dude, Suffolk
yeah. So she
County's
knew I was
crazy,
going to drive
man.
up there.
They
So
they
I
set up
called,
the
and then
checkpoints, too.
I called, and she talked to me briefly. She said that thing, hung up. I called back, didn't answer. Call back, didn't answer. Call back, didn't answer. 'Cause I was drunk. I was like,
Yeah.
it was totally unreasonable.
Yeah. So what happened? Like cops showed up to your door like the next day.
A guy from Crime Control called me and said, come down here to 6th Precinct and turn yourself in for menacing and stuff. So he handcuffed me. This was the worst part because it was my mother worked at the 6th Precinct. As a clerk typist.
Oh, no, dude.
Yeah, so I had to like walk through. I'm like, hey mom, I'll be out in a couple minutes. I'm just gonna get handcuffed to the desk.
Here to ask me a few
But this
questions.
is the worst part. Then they sentenced me to court ordered AA. This is I was probably like 27.
Yeah.
And then court ordered AA. So now I'm in AA at like 28, 27 years old, and I'm listening to guys who are my age now, 50,
Right.
almost 60, So they said there's a little VFW, so we're in Farmingville, so you have to go there, do the meeting. The guy got to check off that I showed up because it was part of the thing.
Right,
part
yeah.
of the plea. And then I would call up my buddy Dave, the guy from the Italian joke I do.
Yeah.
I call Dave, I'm like, Dave, these guys have way better stories. Pick me up right from AA. We're going to O'Reilly's to get fucked up. Their stories were way more interesting than mine.
Dude, you want to hear
27,
crazy?
This is what these kids don't understand. Like, these 27, you can't compare stories to a 55-year-old guy.
No, you can't.
Like the
You
shit.
want to hear crazy stories? You go to like an AA, NA meeting,
Oh, yeah.
dude. Like
Dude.
it's insane.
It's wild.
Yeah, like one of the craziest things I've heard was like this one guy was like up there and he's like, yeah, I didn't have any money for drugs, so I ripped my mother's wedding ring off a finger. I was like, are you fucking kidding me, dude?
I had a fucking buddy who used to get on the train to go out to Oyster Bay with gallons of paint and just go to the dealer's house and, for trade.
Yeah.
To get a 40 bag of Coke. He'd give the guy like 4 gallons of paint. And he sat on the train the whole way out there and then walked all the way up to his house. When he got home, when he got
Dude, if
off
I was a
there,
dealer, I'd be
someone
like, I don't want this
spilled.
paint.
I know.
Yeah, I'm like, well, the guy mentioned, he
Get
goes,
this fucking paint out of
Yeah,
here.
the
I
guy
want-
mentions, like, I want to paint my kitchen blue, whatever. So, like, the guy went and stole the paint out of his dad's garage. And he goes, I can get Coke for this.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Like, he went all the way on a train, like, 3-hour, 4-hour trip back home for a 40 bag. What was that gone in 11 minutes?
Yeah, I know. It's gone on the train ride back.
Vacation.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah, he did it on the train.
Yeah, I would.
Then another buddy of mine, he got his mom's credit card because the guy smoked Marlboro Lights. He got his mom's credit card, went and got 3 cartons of cigarettes at a gas station with his mom's credit card to bring it to the dealer to get a ball.
Oh my god.
Really? Shit.
Yeah, so those are the kind of stories that you were
Yeah.
talking
Dude, the
about.
craziest thing I ever did was I had this.
You got tased at Chateaubriand?
No, I never got tased. It was my taser. I had his Exxon Mobil like speed pass gas card.
Yep.
And my dad got it for me. I didn't know it was in my name, but it was like this
It's
little
the little
thing.
tiny black wand?
Yeah, the little tiny
it's like
black
that,
wand.
And the horse lights up?
Yep, that was it.
Yeah.
And dude, I had nothing, and I was desperate. So
you were getting people gas.
I waited at the gas
You
station,
are
and
hilarious.
I would say, "Hey, I need some cash real quick. I'm in a bind. Can I just fill you up? Like, I'll give you like $50. You give me 40 cash."
Yeah.
And they'd be like, "Oh yeah, okay."
Who wouldn't?
And I made like a quick fucking $200, and I was out.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, $200 like that?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Well, all you got to do is get 4 or 5 guys and say yes.
That was it. That was it. And people were like, "Yeah, why not?" I'd be like, "Oh, I'll fill you up."
Dude, that's wild.
That was like one of the my better schemes. Yeah.
What was your worst scheme?
The Home Depot scheme, like that kind of got risky for where you would just like take shit from Home Depot and then like bring it back and be like, "Oh yeah, I lost the receipt." It's just
We have too much material for this job. So
yeah.
we turn it.
So you just fucking open it in the parking lot and bring it back. So shit like that started getting risky. I don't know. There was a couple others. I would always kind of like make friends with the person. Like I would like take the ride for them or something.
Yeah.
Like make a couple drop offs. Like
Yeah.
you get kind of crafty when you're desperate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking. You can't compare 55-year-old drinking stories with.
Oh, yeah.
The craziest story I heard in one of those meetings was this one guy. He was like 8 years clean off crack, and he was taking his kids in the car seat, and he like went to unbuckle his seatbelt, and he found like a fat bag of crack from
Oh,
like
wow.
whenever, and it was like
Yeah.
under his seat. He's like, I immediately cracked, and I smoked crack in front of my kid.
Oh yeah.
And the kid was
dude.
like crying in the back seat, and he was just like, nah. Yeah, I guess like the kid was old enough to know what was going on,
Oh.
and he was just like huffing up,
Yeah.
and I was just like, dude,
Yeah. You stop caring, dude.
crack's probably nuts.
There were a couple times where I was just like so broke I couldn't get to work. I couldn't buy like a train ticket, so I would just go on and like hide in the bathroom and shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. We used to do that going to the city.
Yeah.
You get
Yeah.
in, we would get in this car, and you see the guy coming down. You go in the bathroom. When he goes by, you crack the door once in a while. He goes by, then you go like that.
Yeah.
But they're done in zones. So like it's more expensive if it's like these 4 stops or these 4 stops.
Yeah.
Right.
So you really have to hide. Sometimes you have to get out of the train and then catch the next train over because the one guy gets hinky to what you're doing.
Yeah. This one
So
guy.
it might take it 3 hours to get to the city instead of an hour and a half.
Yeah.
You get there for free.
Yeah.
This one guy got like really fucking like onto it, and he's just like, he's like chewing gum in my face and like, and he's like acting like a tough guy, like he's gonna throw me off at the next stop. And I was like, dude, I'm just trying to get to work, man. It's like 2 stops away. I'm just trying to get to Woodside. And finally, this guy actually fucking stood up and was like, he's like, yo, I got his ticket. Stop being an asshole to this kid. like, you just kind of
you
like.
were just trying to go to work. You weren't being a dirtbag.
Yeah, no, I needed to go to work. I just couldn't afford to get there. And, but it's kind of weird. Like, you kind of abuse the kindness of strangers.
Yeah. I tried.
Everybody's been. Sorry.
I tried faking like I was sleeping, and I was like, "This is foolproof." And the guy just like,
Oh, on the train?
yeah, just like
Karate chopped you?
like karate poked me. He's like, "Wake the fuck up!" I was like, "All right, shit, dude, fuck you, fucking goon."
Yeah, it's rough out there when you start getting like real broke.
Yeah.
Dude,
dude, you know how many times a couple of years ago I would have a pile of change and I would put $6 in quarters of gas to get to my Giggle room show?
Yeah.
I would hope that I had cigarettes from 2 days before. Like, all right, I got a pack. I got the $6 in quarters. I could make it to Levittown. And then you go in, you walk in. I just watch the door. And I go, please come in my show. Please come in my show. I have to something at home.
I know. It's like crazy, especially when you have like other habits like cigarettes. It's like I'm fucking broke. I could either like go to Wendy's and get $15 worth of food, or I could buy a pack of cigarettes. And it's like
That's how much pack is.
Dude, like
around here, you have 15, 16 now.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of
That's
here.
why when I go on the road, like I always have like this credit card.
Yeah,
that has
you-
like $300, $400 worth of room on it, and I'll just go like boom, 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 get three cartons, bring it back.
Yeah,
here.
you stock up like when we were in PA.
Come back here. Oh yeah,
When we were PA, you fucking loaded up.
because
Yeah,
they're like
a
half price.
a carton around here is like $165.
Oh yeah, that'd be even worse. I've seen them for 180.
Yeah,
Especially like buy some Parliaments, because Parliaments and what do you call it? Newports are more expensive than all the rest of them, even in every state.
Wow.
Bit by a little bit.
Parliaments and Newports.
Yeah, I like the most. They're the ones that are around here. They'll be 15, where the other ones are 13 change.
Oh my god.
So then I'll always do this one. I'll do this little trick I do. I go get if I don't go to the reservations out here, which they're pretty good here. It's like $100 for a whole carton of Parliaments. But same thing in the Midwest. You get a carton, maybe $90, $100. I get 2 of those, and then I'll get a carton of really cheap shit. Those will be my desperation cigarettes.
Yeah.
I hide them all over my apartment. Like one goes in the junk drawer.
Yeah.
One goes in my dresser, the top drawer. Dress this way. I'm like, oh no, I have no cigarettes. Oh,
I know, man.
I got that pack of coyotes that I got in Indiana.
Coyotes.
Fucking Altoona, Pennsylvania. Terry goes on stage. He's like, "Why does everyone here wear fucking camo?" And they looked at him like, "What do you mean? It's cool."
I said, you guys are wearing the Pennsylvania uniform. It's a skinny husband with hunting clothes on and a fat blonde wife. You stand next to each other, you look like the number 10.
Yeah.
All those skinny guys in Pennsylvania are always into these giant blonde chubbies.
Dude, I can't.
All of them. They're all chubby chasers.
I hate being in PA. I'm not gonna lie.
I actually like it.
Do you like it? Yeah, you do like it.
Well, there's so many towns I go to now, so it's like.
I was talking to my buddy, because my other best friend, like, is, because I'm a fucking weird guy, is a funeral director. So he went to an embalming conference in Pittsburgh, and I was like, I've never been to Pittsburgh.
That's like my one hope for PA. If I go to Pittsburgh and it's
because
good.
I've been to Philly, and like there's like nice parts, and
Yeah,
then
Philly's
there's
actually-
awful fucking places,
Yeah, I remember we went to Rocky's gym in Kensington. It's
we
the
felt
worst
like
neighborhood in America.
Yeah, we were
Is it
gonna
really?
get stabbed.
Yeah,
dude.
it was at 3:00 in the afternoon, and we thought we were going to get murdered right on the street.
Yeah.
Right broad daylight.
Dude, like they were
Horrendous.
like cars with
It's
like
the street
on like
now where
cinder
everybody
blocks.
just walks around like methed out, and they stand up with like zombies like that.
Yeah,
and they just kind of like
This
lean
was-
and fall asleep.
Yeah,
yeah, dude.
Jeez.
I see
It's
see
real
those
bad.
pictures online all the time in like South Philly. You know, it's
that's
fucking
exactly where we went. Right where the Rocky gym is the worst neighborhood in America.
Yeah, what is it now? It's
Shit.
like a
It's called Kensington.
no, the Rockies gym.
It's a bodega. Now it's closed down.
It's
but
just
it was
like
a bodega when we
yeah.
went there.
Yeah.
Fuck. Damn.
Because the interiors were filmed in L.A. The gym interiors, that's filmed at a gym in L.A.
Oh,
So
shit.
he would just walk in the thing and they'd be like, all right, film it. And then
Oh,
he
'cause
came
they-
up the stairs, that was a gym in L.A.
Because they just couldn't film it.
Because it's not really a gym. It was like it's set up like a deli.
Yeah.
They just liked like it was like it looked like the Flatiron building.
Yeah.
They liked the whole look of it.
Yeah. It's
Plus the pet
insane.
shop was right across the street and they bulldozed that. That's just a
Oh
missing
yeah,
building
yeah.
now.
Where Butkus was.
Yeah, they just bulldozed that whole thing.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
Philly's all right, actually. I take that back.
Yeah, there's some nice parts, but other than
Yeah.
that, the Poconos are cool.
Yeah.
I did some shows up in the Poconos, and that was a lot of fun. That's where I opened for Jim Norton.
Really?
Yeah, at
Oh,
the
Poconuts?
Poconuts.
Yeah.
But it was
Coconuts.
it was called the Poconos Brewing Company when
Yeah.
I did it there.
They
changed
called
it.
they called the comedy club Poconuts inside the Pocono Brewing Company.
Yeah, and
I did that a couple times.
I was there.
Norton.
Bob Levy was running the room at the
Yeah,
time. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
'cause
it-
Riccobono booked it, and then Levy took over. Levy's the first guy that ever paid me for comedy ever in my life.
really,
Yeah,
My first was Aldo, how do you say his last name? Marachian?
yeah.
yeah.
That was my
that
first
weirdo. I forgot who did it. I think it might have been Terry and George, to be honest.
You were definitely one of my first, for
Bristol.
sure. For sure.
Do you hear they're selling Georgines?
Yeah, you were telling me. That's
Stuff to sell.
insane. What is Kaplan doing?
I don't know.
There's another good club,
killing
another comedy club down the drain.
Damn,
Yeah,
dude.
a lot of fun. They're actually
Yeah.
the first club that ever passed me.
Really?
I've
Yeah.
been going there longer than anywhere.
Really?
That was my first road club.
It's great getting past.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, if you finally have like, oh, I'm in here. You know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
you know what? And like Kaplan liked me, and I would have been past there, but I couldn't get to the club by myself.
Yeah.
At the time I wasn't driving.
Yeah. Which is not like an uncommon story for
I
a
know.
comic. Like
So
a
it,
city comic.
sucked, yeah. So, then I emailed them a couple times, and it was just like they never really got back to me.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh yeah, I guess I passed, but fuck
Yeah.
me, right?
Yeah.
It's like by the time I got a car back, it was like 6 years later.
You had no car for 6 years.
Yeah, pretty much, dude.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Damn.
Because like what happened was I got the DWI. I let my license expire, or I had like 3 years probation or whatever. And during that probation, I would have had the interlock in my car, and I did not want that. And I didn't own a car, so like I could have used my mom's car.
Yeah.
But I wasn't getting interlock in my mom's car where she'd have to breathe into a fucking system.
Yeah.
To start her car to go get groceries.
You have to go get eggs.
Yeah.
That'd be like the last straw.
Yeah,
with you.
dude. Yeah, dude. I was like, there's no way I'm doing that. Like, I'm not that big of a scumbag. And so, like, after the 3 years of probation, my license expired. But then I was, like, working, I think, at City Field or something like that. And it was just like, it was just so easy to get to here by train.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, you're right there.
I left there. I went to LaGuardia. And, again, it was so easy to get there by train. And especially at LaGuardia, they had like this off-site parking lot.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. It was annoying to fucking drive there. And then when I started at the next job, like the Brooklyn Navy Yard, I was interviewing there, and I had my road test scheduled at like the same time, and that was like, dude, fucking,
Damn.
I failed my road test 5 times.
yeah.
I passed it on the 5th time.
Yeah, so the Navy Yard was like 4 or 5 years ago when I got my license back like at 33. The weirdest part was like getting your what is it, the permit. I was literally sitting next to like a 16-year-old girl.
16-year-old kid.
Yeah.
And she's like panicking on the test. I'm like, it's okay, sweetie.
Yeah. You're gonna be all right.
You're gonna be all right, kid.
I remember the time I passed it, I had like $200 under my thigh, like ready to bribe the guy. Because somebody at a party that weekend was like, "That's how I got my license." And I'm like, "All right."
Get outta here.
So I sold like an ounce of weed, and I threw a party with kegs, and I had the money, and I was like, "This is gonna work," and I passed it. And every time you like leave school to take it,
Yeah.
every time we come back, you failed it again,
Ah.
fucking idiot.
Yeah, fucking Trav, you dummy.
Yeah, like we're not getting in the car with you. I'm like, fuck you.
All right, man. That's it.
That's it.
We're at the
Done
hour
it?
mark. You guys want to do some plugs? We'll get this episode up today.
Yeah, I'm just gonna plug the show. The show that
Yeah,
we're
man.
on.
Yeah,
This
May
Friday.
10th
Yeah, this Friday, May 10th, in the Giggle Room.
Yeah, it's
at
gonna,
the Giggle Room, Governor's Levittown.
be us three fellas, Fat Jay. and
Yeah, it's
some-
gonna be a really fucking good show, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna rock out.
And if you can't make that one, June 14th, Friday, back in the Giggle Room. So that's what we plug when we're here.
Hell
That's what we're
yeah,
doing.
yeah. We got some Govs dates. I don't think I have anything past that, to be honest with you.
I'm not even gonna plug things. No one comes. You know what I mean? It's like we don't tell us where you're at. I'm like, fuck off.
I know.
I went down to McGuire's last night. It was a ball.
I love that fucking room.
Yeah.
I love
Roach,
that fucking
Keith
room.
Anthony,
Oh wow.
Tony Landolfi,
Yeah, that's
Michelle, Mary.
I-
Everybody was like, we were just chilling, having a great time.
That's
Yeah.
my favorite room out of all the rooms
That's
I've
I
McGuire's.
really wrote that my favorite place on Long Island.
that I've ever been in. Like
Yeah.
now
The
we've
most comfortable stage
Now
that
we've-
I've ever run.
yeah,
Yeah.
like we've been all around the country at this point,
Yeah.
and it's dude.
Mine was always the brokerage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The brokerage is the one I'm least in, like appearance wise. Like
Yeah.
I'm there like once or twice a year. So the McGuire's is it's like whenever I'm not booked, I just go hang out there
Yeah, yeah.
because
Yeah,
awesome.
I
hang out with
kind
Manny and Gina and just bullshit with everybody.
Yeah.
All your buddies
Yeah.
walk in, you know how we are. Like
Exactly.
I can't relate to normal people anymore.
yeah, dude.
I know,
it's,
you
Like
stop.
all my friends are comedians because they're fucked up people like me.
it's starting to get.
So it's like I see my regular friends at the bar afterwards. Like, well, I already left McGuire's and now I go to the bar and I'm like, all right, I'm drunk enough. I can handle my civilian friend.
Yeah.
that doesn't do comedy.
Yeah, because it's getting to that point for me.
Oh, it is.
I can't relate. It's
Yeah.
just I'm
That's
completely.
why I actually
removed.
have to have fans, like followers, to
Yeah.
come to the shows.
Yeah,
Because I can't have my friends go to the shows because they're all comedians.
yeah,
So they have their own shows.
yeah.
So
exactly.
You can't. You have to get to a spot where you can't rely on your family or your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, your family. Oh, I saw you a million times, and your friends. My friends are all comedians, so I actually have to have followers and fans and people that you know.
It's weird that your family and friends come when you first start out. It's like, no, but
Yeah.
I'm bad. Like I'm
Right.
way better now.
And that's what happened. Like for me, I had 50 people come out to a show.
Yeah.
Once. Fucking
That's
Who
what
was
happens.
it?
That's
It
what
was
happens when you
for-
take the class. Like I think I had 60 my first class.
Yeah.
Then it went down to 30. Then it went down to 11.
It was
I'm
for
like,
fucking,
this is only going the wrong way.
One
now.
Arm Keith. I
Yeah.
I got 50 people for fucking One Arm Keith. He didn't even pay me a dime, by the way. I felt, and like, and then growing up in comedy, it's like, wow, I got abused on that show, you
Yeah.
know? And fucking all my friends came because it was like my birthday and fucking Salah Stockbroker was on the show. So they all wanted to come. And then after that, they never came again.
It trails off. Like
Yeah.
the numbers go down and down and down.
That was it. But fellas, we got to run. That's it. Terry, thank you for coming on.
Yeah,
Thanks,
thanks,
guys.
brother.
Good
Thanks,
chilling with you
brother.
guys.
Yeah.
And I'll see you Friday. Get those tickets. Govs.com.
Yes.
Like always, Trav_Grant on Instagram, Travis Grant on Facebook, and
Yeah. Any
Terry.McNeely.comedy.
there you
Instagram.
go.
boom.
And I'm at The Logic, and we got Treading Water Podcast on all social media. Thank you for coming out.
Peace.